This is Brent Alden. I'm about to present you with an... Hold on one second, folks. Hold on one second, folks. This is Brent Alden. I'm about to present you with an interview with Duce from The Mentors. This is an interview that's 20 years old. Only a very small portion, less than a minute of it, has ever been released. It's the interview that I did with him shortly before his death. There's two segments, two interviews on two separate dates, very shortly before his death. It's his second and last interview before his death. I was with Duce the night before he died at Al's bar. He told me he was frightened for his life, that Courtney Love was after him. He names the killer for Kurt Cobain on one of these interviews. It's going to be released in segments. He told me also at Al's bar there was other people involved with the hit on Kurt Cobain, that he was frightened for his life, that Courtney Love had offered him $50,000 to kill Kurt Cobain. He named a man named Alan Wrench at one point. He named other people at Al's bar that they were involved. I told him to come back to Beverly Hills. There was another man named Skate who was also hit by a train. Aaron Anderson from the CBS Graffiti crew. Aaron, Aaron Anderson. Skate 1 from CBS crew. SK8 from CBS crew. He was associated with my gang Kaos 13. Anyways, I'll play you the interview now with Duce from 20 years ago that's never been released.
So, well, what's the whole philosophy of the Mentors? I'm not a good interviewer, but, you know...
Well, our philosophy is have sex with females only, and get loaded and fuck and have an orgy. And we feel that women should rape men like men rape women. Don't get raped by women enough. Don't want to be raped by rough women.
How was it in the early days of the Mentors?
Well, we started out up in Seattle.
Right.
And then in 76, 79, we moved to L.A. And then, so the first 3 years, we just promoted our own shows and started off playing at all ages VFW halls. And what we'd do is we'd rent out a hall and have a bring your own booze and charge them, $3 at the door. And we would do that on weekends up in Seattle, like around the Seattle area, and then clubs started booking our kind of music. When we got older, when we were about 19 or 20, we were able to play in 21 and over clubs as long as we were in the band. Go in the clubs.
Right.
So we started playing at this place called The Bird, which was at all ages. It was one of those bring your own booze type establishments.
Right.
And the Ramones played there, the Dead Boys, a lot of bands from San Francisco used to come up there and play, in Portland, Oregon, and then the Subhumans from Canada would come down and play there. And then about 1979, all the punk scene in Seattle got fucked over because all the clubs closed up and they wouldn't rent out the halls anymore because all the halls got trashed.
Right.
So we just figured, fuck, Seattle burned out. So we packed up our shit and moved to LA. And then we used to play at the Mask in Hollywood in 1980.
On Hollywood Boulevard?
Yeah, 79 and 80.
Right.
And then that's where we played with a lot of bands, like the Weirdos and the Cramps on Halloween.
Did you play with the Germs?
The Germs. We played Black Flag. A lot of the early punk bands that were around in the early 80s, almost every one of them.
Right.
Rocks Pop and what's that other band? 45 Grave.
45 Grave. So the Mentors are probably one of the oldest punk bands in history still around.
Yeah. Yeah, we played up in Seattle with the Ramones once.
What other punk bands can you remember besides like the Ramones that were around when you started? And maybe like the Dead Boys or something?
The Weirdos.
The Weirdos were around?
I think they're still going.
Yeah. What about the Dickies? Were they around back then?
Came just a little bit later, I think.
Really?
I'm not sure. I wasn't around in L.A. when they came out. I remember when I moved to L.A., they had already were playing like the whiskey and stuff. So they might have started out when we did. I don't know.
But the Mentors got to be like one of the first 5 or 10 punk bands around that are still around.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good claim to fame right there.
Yeah, 21 years.
21 years?
Coming this May will be 21.
Are you going to keep it going?
Yeah, we don't have any reason to stop.
Yeah. Let's see let's try and move on to like a little bit later in history. Like, how were the 80s for the Mentors? What happened during the 80s?
The 80s were great.
Really?
Yeah, we put out 3 records over with Metal Blade when they had their other label going called Death Records.
Were those your first 3 records?
No, our
Yeah,
first
the Mystic, right?
were a Mystic, yeah.
Yeah.
And then when Mystic was folding up, we went over to Metal Blade with Death Records, and then they kind of folded up after a couple of years, and then Brian Slagle kind of just more or less phased out Death Records, and then he's just we were going to do another record with him, but he was just too bogged down with all of his other bands, so we just went over to another label, Everrat,
Right.
up in Seattle, and then we went on our own, started our own record company, and that's what we're on right now.
I saw your solo album, El Duce.
Which one?
The one where there's an artwork of you on the cover.
Oh yeah, that's on Everrat Records.
Really?
Yeah, that company went out of business.
Is it still available?
Well, they're from Seattle. He had Everrap and Everrat.
Really?
And he had bands like Coven, us, and we're about the only draws he had on. Dr. Mel or somebody else was on there, I'm not sure.
Really?
A lot of Northwest Portland and Seattle bands were on that label. The guy that ran the company, he ran a couple other companies, and he just didn't have time for music anymore, so he folded music companies.
Right. So when you say you're in LA, where's your main base? Hollywood?
Usually Hollywood for me, but right now I'm hanging out with Heathen Scum and Riverside. That's where I keep my drums and all my clothes.
Have you belonged to any Dog Patch Winos or Drinking Men's Club or anything like that?
Well, I know a bunch of Dog Patch Winos.
Really?
I'm not that well. I know Bob Lush.
Yeah, what about Bob Lush? Is there no effect song about him?
Yeah, he moved to New Orleans.
And he's working up there, I heard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I belong to the Bitter Men's Club.
The Bitter Men's Club?
Yeah, me and Seth from the Rock Shop and a couple other guys started it a few years ago.
Like, about what year do you think?
I'd say about 8-9 years ago.
8-9 years ago?
Yeah, and every Monday night instead of watching football, we would get together and watch horror movies and slaughter films and stuff and have these big barbecues and sit around and just get drunk and we'd get hookers to come over and stuff. And it was nobody's girlfriends are allowed to come.
Right.
Because we always wind up calling them strippers or hookers to come over and entertain us. One guy's girlfriend found out. She showed up at the Bitter Men's Club.
Yeah.
And made him quit going.
Really?
But he dumped her, and now he's back in the club again.
Right. So you were a club member then?
Yeah.
And you hung out with the Dog Patch Winos?
Yeah.
So go ahead and say that. I hung out with them so I can quote you.
Yeah, I hung out with the Dog Patch Winos.
Okay. And what are they all about?
Just getting drunk.
Getting drunk. Brotherhood?
I guess so.
Yeah.
I was never a member of them, but
right, hung out.
I knew them.
Right. What else? Alright, I gotta ask you about this one question. I don't know if you want me to ask you about this, but I think it's a good angle, but if you want me to, I'll turn off the tape if you don't want to talk about it, but I heard a rumor about you and Courtney Love. Is there any rumors going on about that?
Oh, well, she offered me $50,000 to kill Kurt Cobain.
50?
Yeah.
Who did?
Courtney Love offered me 50 grand to whack Kurt Cobain.
So I heard it was only 10 grand, but it's 50, huh?
Yeah.
When was this?
Oh, shit. A couple months before he died. It's coming up on his death anniversary here.
So
It was around Christmas time, right around New Year's.
where did you meet her at?
She came up to me at the rock shop.
At the rock shop?
Yeah, right there on Wilcox.
Yeah.
See, I was waiting for Seth to get off work at 8 o'clock.
Right.
We were going to go to a gig that night.
Right.
I forgot where, like Al's Bar or something like that.
Right.
And he was going to give me a ride over there for cooking a teaser or something. And this limo pulls up out in front, and she gets out of the limousine and runs up. See, I've known her from before.
Where did you know her from before?
Sicky's old girlfriend, Carolyn Rue, that played on Courtney's first couple albums with Hole.
Right.
She used to be Sicky Whitebeater's girlfriend.
Right.
And she used to bring Courtney over to our pad and stuff.
Right.
And I always thought she was just a skinny, junky, trashy chick.
Well, she was hooked on junk back then, I think.
Yeah.
That's what she says, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I always thought that she always thought I was a drunken slob and an asshole. We never really talked to each other.
Right, you and Courtney
She
Love.
always go, like she always stick her nose up in the air with my friends and me. When she came out of that limo, she came up to me, and I'm like, think Jay. She goes, what are you doing out here? And I go, just hanging out or something like that. But she goes, hey, I gotta talk to you. She goes, you wanna make some money? And I go, yeah. And she goes, I'll pay you 50 grand to whack my old man. You know who I'm married to, don't you? And I go, yeah. She goes, he's a real jerk. I won't pay you 50 grand. She was working, I find you, and then Sepp overheard her talking, and then Sepp goes, hey, give her my card. And he handed his card to her.
Right.
And he goes, yeah, you can reach Elle through the rock shop here. I'm always here, Elle's always around between Hollywood and Riverside, and we don't know where he is, so you can leave a message with me. I see him every day, but he's in Hollywood. So she goes, okay, I'll keep in touch. She goes, I want you to blow his fucking head off with a shotgun.
Really?
And I'll supply the gun and everything. And I go, okay. And she goes, I can depend on you, right? I go, yeah. And then she got back in the limo. And then I thought she was kidding.
Yeah.
And I go back inside and I go, did you hear that? And because there's no one in the store hardly. I think there's one other guy was in there. And then Sepp goes, yeah. He goes, fucking A, she wants you to kill Kurt Cobain? And I go, yeah. And he goes, for 50 grand? And I go, yeah. And he goes, what a fucking crazy, nutty bitch, man. And he goes, she's high. And I go, yeah, she must be high. And then I took off to go on tour, and we were like in St. Louis. And all of a sudden, the owner of the club gets up on the microphone and says, hey, I got some news. I don't know if it's good or bad, but Kurt Cobain was found dead with his head blown off in Seattle. And I'm sitting there like, wow.
Because you knew that.
I had told a couple guys in my band, Heated Scum or somebody in a roadie about it.
Right.
And then our roadie comes up to me and goes, fuck, DJ. He goes, do you think that might have been... When I got back, I told Sepp, and me and Sepp freaked out. Hey, can you call me back in a bit? I got these phone numbers from this guy. Okay.
Anyways, what were we talking about? We were talking about Courtney Love, man.
Yeah.
So what was your association with her before in the past?
Well, she was, she had a band with Sicky Whitebeater's girlfriend.
And he was one of your members in your band?
No, she wasn't in my band.
But Sicky Whitebeater was?
Sicky Whitebeater went out with her drummer.
With her drummer?
Yeah.
So, right, and who's Sicky Whitebeater? He's one of the mentors, right?
Yeah.
So what did he play? He was a guitar player?
Guitar, yeah, he plays guitar.
Huh, so that...
Bring it in.
So that's probably why she came to you then.
Yeah, well, I knew her. You know, I'd seen her at parties. We did a gig one time, and she was there when we played with Social Distortion.
Really?
She was at that party, and she was like in the back room getting it on with some junkie and Social Distortion, I think.
While she was married to her husband, huh?
Yeah. Well, she's been married to a bunch of guys.
Really? So did you?
She's been up and down the block.
So now that Kurt's died, the way that she had said that, do you think she was serious now? She said.
Yeah, I believe she was. I did a lie detector test for the LAPD.
Really?
And hard copy, and I did it for the Enquirer.
Really?
And the Globe.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of that on TV or anything though.
Those have been Courtney Love's dad's book.
What did it say in there?
He just believes that she killed him.
Her own father.
Her own father. Yeah.
Really?
He called me up and said, "Hey, she tried to kill me. I believe you."
Really?
Because then he interviewed me for the book.
Huh.
He gave me $100.
Huh.
He interviewed me and Seth at the Rock Shop one afternoon.
Really?
Yeah. Then he sent us a check.
Huh.
And we couldn't cash it until we did the interview. He sent one check for $200 instead. And he goes, "Okay, call me as soon as you get the check in your hand.
Right.
And then I'll go ahead. Otherwise, I'm going to cancel it."
How come there's not? I don't hear any press on this though. The police trying to do a cover up or something? They're trying to.
No, see, they don't have it's just hearsay as far as. But they're thinking about reopening the case.
Where'd you hear this from?
Well, see, this one detective that interviewed me, he got fired.
Really?
Yeah, so she's obviously got some weight going behind.
She's another. I think she's the second OJ.
Yeah, well, she's paying somebody off to keep this case from reopening.
Right.
That's what I heard. The private eye told me, and that's what her dad told me.
Huh. Very interesting.
Yeah.
So back to the Mentors. You guys got new albums coming out, or what's the plan with the Mentors?
Yeah, we were thinking about doing a live record.
Really?
Because we haven't put out a live one in a long time. Just what we were going to do is maybe record a few shows, you know, and then maybe put out Mentors live.
Huh.
We haven't done that in a long time. But we've been working on some new material, but we haven't got together at the band since our last gig.
Right.
Which was about a week ago. But we got gigs coming up. We got a lot of gigs coming up on the weekends.
Are you going to be playing in LA?
Let's see here. We got Al's Bar.
When? I'll go.